So I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures or not, but Miana dressed up as me for Halloween. So I thought it would only be fair to return the favor and dress up as her. Hi guys, it's Miana. Welcome to the vlog. Get it? It's funny because she's not very tall. And if you are looking for better powerlifting coaching, hit the link below to sign up for Team Activated to get the feedback, mentorship, and support you need to smash PRs. Anyways, guys, it is max effort bench day on a deload, so it'll be more like medium effort, but we're still putting some sauce on her. And sadly, I will be removing the also lovely American Camber bar because I want some comp bench touching to assess how the shoulder is feeling. And the goal for today is going to be to work up to around 275-ish, make it feel as good as I can on the shoulder, and make sure it moves like it should. I know the bar is too early to judge, but I am very optimistic. And the feelings I had yesterday, thinking about maybe I feel good enough to not actually need to deload, are being very amplified today because this is probably the best I've felt on a Thursday since I weighed 320 pounds. Definitely not complaining because feeling good is nice for a change. And one plate, still way too freaking early to know, but holy guacamole, that feels better than it did on the shoulder on Monday. And what I'm trying to remember is it wasn't that long ago that going from one plate straight to two plates was a really freaking big deal following the pec surgery. So even if this is, I forgot the point I'm trying to make, so I'm just gonna bench. And I know, two plates, still way too early to know, but it at least felt pretty darn okay. Work set number 1, incoming. Definitely closer to the side of feeling good than feeling bad, so we'll do another. Set 2. Probably of 2 if this feels good. Because deload, we don't need a ton of volume today. Felt a little shittier than I would have loved, but still so much better than the other week, so whatever. And we're back down to 2 plates because I need to fucking figure this shit out. Because it's not even pain, it just feels fucked. There was, I brought the grip in a little bit, which made it much more intuitive to find both rear delts and triceps. So we're back up to 275, and this is definitely the last bench set of the day. Yeah, that's what I should have been doing. And as much as I want my normal comp grip to work, for whatever reason, with whatever the fuck is going on in my shoulder, close grip feels so much more connected. So that is what we're going to have to commit to. So we're going to run a JME-ish groove shoulder saver press as secondary to get a little bit more tricep kicking. And we'll drop her down to 2 plates because deload. Yeah, that's the ticket. So the reason I ran this thing is if you can't figure out a JM press, tossing the shoulder saver pad on the bar, gripping ultra narrow, aiming the pad for your upper chest while keeping the elbows fairly tucked. That's going to be pretty much exactly what you want out of a JM, and having the pad on the bar will help you make sure you're getting to a consistent depth every single rep. And I was thinking, like, do I want to do a dumbbell press to better touch the pecs, or do I want to do a dip to better touch how the shoulder feels? And looked over, dumbbell area is very busy, so that made up my mind. Both very happy with and very unhappy with decision here because of how the shoulder feels, but I will be thanking myself later because I need this range of motion touching, because holy, we crunchy. And that first set has me wondering how much of the shoulder feels were just needing to put dips back in the plan more regularly, because holy, only goal for this one is be less embarrassing from the get-go. Might be there. It feels deeper. Don't know if it looks deeper. Yeah, that's touching what we need to feel better on bench. So we're keeping those for the rest of the prep. And stealing this idea from Tom Shepard. Never done it before, so I have no freaking clue how it's going to go. But we're doing flies on top of the flipped over shoulder saver pad. And we got the red one because the red one is littler than the black one. Just like real life, right, Darrell? And the whole idea here is that having the shoulder saver pad underneath allows for more scap travel and just more overall pectoral nastiness. Not sure if I like the relative lack of stability feeling, but feels very stretchy, nicey nice on the titties. Yeah, that was nice. I think we'll go up a little bit for number 2. Hopefully 30s don't kill me. Oh, yeah, okay. If you're in a rush, I can... Oh, yeah, okay. And we're gonna crank through some fluffy accessories now, with the only goal of making my joints feel nice and lubricated. We're over here because everything else is busy right now, and I figure this is the best option for front delt touching. Would have preferred to run cables here, but this is going to do good enough. And I figure with how busy everything is, still going to do sides here as well. And doing them on the incline is definitely a little bit biased to front, but still feels very nice. And on today's episode of Intentful Pull Downs for Joel, we'll go wide grip. If I'm doing a wide grip pull down, my primary goal at the top is to try to get my shoulder blades as far outwards away from me as I can and feel a really nasty stretch there, and then pull out of that stretched position. And we're going to do some more rear delty, waking her upper and over here. And Cole is over here vlogging again, so if you watch his channel, make sure to make fun of his little tiny APS-C sensor in his FX30. I don't know, the FX30 is actually kind of sick, and I'm kind of a little bit jealous of it. And I didn't film the first set of these because I'm kind of embarrassed that I even did a set of them, but kind of running a little bit of a wood chopper rotation dealio. And the reason I want to touch this is, like I was saying the other day, trying to ease off rectus abdominis just a little bit, touch some more obliques. And the nice thing about this is I can really like pull myself across with the adductor and kind of touch where I had a little bit of strain on the weekend and make it feel like it's accepting some degree of work without being at risk of being more ouchy. Definitely wouldn't recommend this as like a super high priority for most powerlifters in most circumstances though. And even if bench didn't feel the greatest, it took some searching and figuring out to get there. This is the most me I felt in at least a little while during training. It was almost difficult to hold myself back on the movements that felt good. And I think like that's a really good spot to be in the second half of the deload week, because I don't think that the entire benefit of taking a light week is purely physical, physiological. I think it's also psychological, because if you're burnt out, if you're tired, like you're not mentally hungry to smash shit when you feel like you're going to die. And what's exciting is that mental fog of just wanting to take a freaking nap every time I've been in the gym for the last while, like that's starting to lift and I want to smash things again. I think that the act of holding myself back a little bit through this week should set me up quite nicely to finish this prep up. And I'm just getting more and more excited, more and more optimistic as this week progresses. And then all I got to remember is that next week, all I got to do is set myself up to build. And I need to just err on the side of going lighter than I think I need to make sure that I can climb for the last 3 weeks of real training. So thank you guys so much for sticking around for the ride. I know it's been a little bit rough for a little while, but I mean, that is what it is. I'm where I am. It's my fault, my responsibility to pull myself out of this hole and still have a freaking sick time on the platform. Peace out. Have a good night.